Story time. When I was younger, it was about or around age 13 to 17 or 18. Interesting. I just realized something as I said that. It was from the time I got my period the first time and till the age where I lost my virginity. So I hit puberty, but it stopped after I lost my virginity, which is an interesting thing, but it will make sense why I say this later on. So during 13 to 18, I used to have a person or a spirit that comes to me in every dream. And when I say every dream, I say every fucking dream. So no matter what dream I dream, this person would be there, would be present in it. He was very handsome, very pale, long hair, straight hair, and he's very handsome face features, very composed, very still as well. But I started freaking out by this spirit or by this person when it started to get closer little by little with each dream. Like, it might not even be noticeable, but once the years has passed, I started noticing this person or this spirit getting closer and closer to me in the dream. And towards the end, he started getting really close, meaning in a dream, everything else happening in the dream. It's almost like he's outside of the dream, through the dream, just like, you know, when you have an outsider thing happening in the dream. He was like that. Like, I knew he was not part of it, and he knew I was aware of him because I could see him, obviously. But towards the end, the closer he got, I felt a bit unsettled with that. And so I remember asking the maid we had, or the helper we had, to sleep in the room with me because I was scared to sleep alone. It felt as if it was personal. This spirit was there personally for me, and he would literally just stare at me. Okay, maybe not that intensely, but just stare, like no expression whatsoever. And I never even dared to ask him, why are you here? Or why are you in my dream? Like, there was a part of me that almost knew what he wanted, and he wanted me. And I can feel that. In the dream, I was like, this guy is here again. You know what I mean? So I was also, let me just say, I was also attracted to him. Like, I found him actually very attractive, very enticing. Enticing, is that the word for it? He was he had this attracting energy to him. So very attractive, very, like, I was very curious, but also afraid. But so I asked my helper or my maid at the time to sleep in the room with me because I was scared. I don't know where that was going, because every time I slept and dreamt, the guy was there. The guy was there. And so one of the nights I was sleeping, let me smoke for this because it's going to get intense, and I can feel the feelings I felt when I felt them. Okay. One of the nights where my maid was sleeping in the same room as me, woke up screaming, running outside the room, just running. like I woke up to her scream, like, ah! And then she bolted out of the room. Obviously, with that kind of scream and running, I didn't even question anything. I didn't even look left or right. I just woke up and started running after her, because I don't want to be there in my room with whatever she was running from. And so I ran after her. Not after her, but because of her. I ran after her. And I calmed her down, you know, like we were in the living room at the time. And I was like, tell me what's wrong, what happened, you know, like, and she was really shaken. Like she was like, you know, when you see like trauma firsthand, like she was traumatized. And like when she calmed down a little bit, she said that she saw a tall, very tall figure that can almost hit this the ceiling. And the ceilings are not low like in most places in the UK. Ceilings in Kuwait were high. Okay, so tall. So she said like there was this black figure that was broad and very tall, almost hitting the ceiling. And when she woke up, it turned towards her, and all she saw were green glowing eyes. And that's when she ran away. The man in the dream that I saw, in each dream, he had this very beautiful, not glowing, beautiful green eyes. Beautiful green eyes, very subtle, not like green like a cat, you know what I mean? And I was thinking, is it the same spirit? Maybe this guy was literally standing. Oh yeah, when she saw him, he was standing next to my bedside, next to my head. So imagine this tall figure standing next to my bedside, next to my head. And when she woke up, it turned towards her, and she saw the glowing eyes, green eyes. And then she bolted out of the room, running, because obviously who wouldn't? And I was thinking that it's the same person, it's the same spirit that I keep seeing in my dreams. And everything started to make sense, because I thought, yeah, that is how he put himself in my dream while I'm dreaming. He is actually there while I'm sleeping, and almost like connecting to me in that moment of dreaming and putting himself in the dream. But I never understood what he wanted. I never understood what he wanted. Now, it's worth mentioning that I was very vulnerable very fragile, very, I say very vulnerable because around that time, that's when I've lost my mother. Or maybe because I was a virgin. I don't know. But I never knew why that spirit was slowly trying to get close to me. Was it for bad reasons or good reasons? But you know what's interesting? After the helper or the maid screamed out of the room, obviously I couldn't sleep for 2 days after that because I didn't want to be there to discover or see him. I'll freak out. But after she screamed and ran out and saw him, he never came back in my dreams. He never came back in my dreams after that. Like after I eventually slept, he didn't come to my dreams ever again. So I don't even know why he spent so many years just watching me. Do you guys think it's for protection or it's some type of invasion? Or he wanted me, maybe on a spiritual level, physical level? Or I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But I personally think that I've attracted like a, I don't want to say low frequency spirit, but it felt almost like I have a feeling it's a demon, and he kind of felt attracted to me because there was definitely an attraction, and I have to admit it was both sides, or it was mutual. But I wasn't sure to what extent, right? I was just curious about this handsome man in my dream that shows up in my dream. But I think my maid scared him off. Or something. Or maybe I scared him off by me being scared of him. I don't know. What do you guys think it was? Let me know. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. But this is just one of the interesting, I guess, spiritual encounters that I've had in my life. And it's like, it started from a very young age. This is just one of them. But I will slowly be sharing more and more of these stories with you. Or the experiences with you, I shall say. But yeah, that's one of them. I'm just remembering his energy, which is a bit weird to even want to remember, but I guess talking about it does that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you like to hear more of these stories, or maybe even share your own, whatever you like.